What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Seventh Column Radio. I'm your host, TK, or Resident Titan. Almost said Hunter. Why would I do that? Fates?
Ah, Fate's probably the resident hunter.
At least he knows what class he plays. It's
Trying to take
been
my slot.
it's been a hell of a week. We are. It's been 11 days since our last post, and I have missed this.
Oh yeah.
For everybody that doesn't know, I'm in the process of moving. We're packing boxes. I swear I can talk. And my life is hectic. And I've been sick on top of that, as you can tell by the lovely congestion. But here we are, talking PvP. Comp first. Let's start with there. How's it been, Fates?
So I am Mythic 3.
Ooh.
I get to maybe like a quarter of the way into Mythic 3, and it's just Sweatfest. Ultimate Sweatfest. Like, these guys could, like, coordinate, like, anything. It's ridiculous.
Did you run into a flock of Ruklis?
I didn't. No, not really. I don't actually. I mean, I see them from time to time. There's usually like one dude running it per like stack, if that.
I'm surprised. I
don't see it.
Xbox. We run into it a lot.
I don't notice it as much.
I've gotten up to Mythic 1, and then I dropped. But I'm really not too bothered with the rest of comp. I want to. Don't get me wrong. I would love to try and hit Legend, but I've been solo queuing the entire way, and it's always a dice roll. Sometimes I get a team that can play it. Like it. I've noticed that it takes a special awareness to play solo, because you have to know what slot your other teammates are wanting to fill, and if they aren't willing to adapt, you have to fill the slot that's open. So you can have one guy that slays out, and the other two are the assisting guys, but somebody has to go and get heavy. Like you, so you have to kind of control heavy, otherwise you don't control the round. Things like that. Playing solo, you have to be very aware of stuff. And that's not to say that I don't. I made the mistake of trying to play comp sick, and it was horrible. It's like, why would you do that to yourself? But, yeah, I applaud you for getting to Mythic. That's just insane.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried to play solo. Like you said, it's very hit or miss, and even with the ability to adapt, I mean, there are people who just
potato.
Yeah, it's like, I'm Mythic 3, how are you this high? But then again, the matchmaking I don't think is completely fixed, because we played a match the other day, 3-stack, and I still check inventories as we're flying in.
Old school.
Yeah, so I can kind of gauge what we're facing, and kind of what I need to do to kind of counter it, or what kind of play style to expect. So I check out these dudes, and I'm like, this just doesn't make any sense. I was like, one of these dudes looks like he knows what he's doing. The others are like,
nope.
Yeah, which is weird.
Nope.
These dudes, I kid you not, had like 0.7 KDs and were like Fable 1, and we demolished them. It wasn't even close.
What are you seeing,
like,
weapon-wise, more at Mythic? I'm curious about the higher Mythics.
So it's a mix of shotguns, like a lot of dust rocks. I see a lot of dust rocks.
So those are the guys that's like old school meta. Because I mean,
Yeah.
Dust Rock honestly hasn't been hit with a nerf or a buff.
I see a lot of dust rocks. I see a lot of revokers or beloveds.
Sniping is king.
Yeah, several.
I'm making a prediction.
Kills. Oh,
sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna say here soon, we're probably gonna see a lot more of that raid pulse rifle.
I've seen a couple of them.
The Divine Province or something like that?
Yes, whatever it is called. I completely blanking on the name, but when I inspect inventories, I do see it.
I figured, because it's kind of dumb. If you get It's the only pulse rifle in the game that I know of, I could be wrong, that can get rapid hit and kill clip. And when you get a kill, which of course using a pulse rifle you're wanting to aim for the head, the rapid hit stacks that you proc, when you reload, it's faster than Outlaw. And you don't have to kill. Like, it's ready whenever you are.
Yeah, I've seen. If I had to guess, I see it frequent enough that it's like it's noticeable that it's in the meta.
Yeah.
But it's not overly prevalent like people are saying the Recluse is.
Oh yeah, well that's a whole nother topic that we can get into today. Another raid weapon that I'm seeing coming into its own is the raid hand cannon. I see a lot of people rocking that thing, and things crisp. I'm really impressed. That one and the raid sniper. A lot of people like that because the zoom on it is the same as Twilight Oath. It is also a rapid hit. Honestly, throw on some sniper scav mods, take your 2 to the body, and you down the Guardian. Cakewalk.
Let's see. I don't see that one often.
It's
I don't even see Twilight Oath often. I see a lot of Revokers and Beloveds.
People like Revoker and Beloved for the super shutdown potential. But like, if you already have a good sniper on your team and you know you as a player can at least nail body shots, rapid fire frames are really good for just the 2-tap to the body. There's not, especially with the raid one, it's really stable naturally. No, it doesn't need any special stats, so, or perks rather. So you can nail your 2 body shots fairly easy. Recluse, we wanted to touch on that.
Yeah.
It is all over the damn place. I will admit I run it too occasionally. I like to pair it with my Revoker.
I see it sometimes in comp, but not. I saw it a lot more in Iron Banner than I did in comp.
I did
too. I
too.
don't know if that was because of the quest or if that was just
well,
because there's
that's
6
true
people.
because there is the quest to that. Well, I mean, it was like you end up using an SMG twice because of the grenade launcher snafu.
I did not.
It
auto completed.
Did you use a rocket launcher along the way?
No.
No. Oh, it auto completed. They made it where it auto completes.
I'm pretty sure I saw where they made it so it auto completed.
I missed that
step.
I thought it was because it was retroactive and I used grenade launcher because by that time I got my mountaintop. And
no, I was using a oh god, what is it called? Roar of the Bear, I think, because I was using a Crimson.
I get you. Well, side note, totally segue. I got the mountaintop. I grenade launched my way to the top using O-Rings Maul and play the game. I refuse to use the colony. It was great.
Anti-colony.
Oh, dude! I'm like, if I'm gonna do this, I want to not use the colony. And I used my O-Rings Maul had spike grenades for that bonus damage when they got the direct impact. Auto-loading holster, which was really good because just fired a shot, swapped, split second later, I would hear the notification that go off that, hey, you have ammo loaded. And then just turn around and fire it again. And the hardest part, honestly, was the double kills. That I almost had to wait for double kills using heavy ammo and the play of the game. But I mean, on that flip side though, I get to kind of spam that heavy ammo and then turn around with that second grenade launcher I have in the injury slot and just get them with O-rings, and there's my 3 kills in 1 life. So
yeah, when I did mine, I was the colony guy, but hey man, I did not like I don't know, I wasn't a fan of the other
now that's what's really hilarious because I wasn't either. In the very first match of Iron Banner, I got the mountaintop the night before. I was like, you know what, I'm doing this. I swapped to Iron Banner to the mountaintop. My energy weapon, I actually used the Vex Offensive SMG, and I proceeded to trounce kids. I ended the match with 33 kills and a 4.0 KD.
Oof.
And I was like, oh. Now, with Recluse, it would have been even worse, procking Master of Arms. Which leads us to our next thing. Honestly, weapon-wise, straight weapon-wise, there's nothing wrong with Recluse. What's wrong with Recluse is the Master of Arms. So I think that's where our fix should be. What would you do to fix Recluse?
I don't know. I don't think it's overrated.
You think it's overrated? Okay.
I think it's overrated. So that step during the Iron Banner quest, I tried to use the Recluse and Mountaintop, and like I would kill people with the Mountaintop. I'm not like my aim's not that bad, but
not that bad.
Yeah. But I'd still use the Recluse, and it just I don't know. I didn't like the feel. I ended up. I told you in Discord, I ended up with a Hero's Burden with tap the trigger and under pressure on it, and a range masterwork, ricochet rounds, and something else.
That got one.
Yeah, it was really nice, and it's like a laser. I used that for that instead because I just could not get used to the Recluse. I was just like, this gun is terrible. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But if I had to fix it, I don't know, make the timer shorter or the damage a little bit less, maybe.
Yeah. I can see that. I mean, it's
because it is an SMG, so like you're gonna want to be pushing people anyway. So like you shouldn't be able to like clear like half the map to go kill another person with it still active.
Personally, the way I feel like the way it would fix that would be most beneficial is play into let an SMG in Destiny's Kind of War. It's the cleanup weapon. It's the weapon that you're swapping to it because you need to reload. Do it off of a hot swap. So like my primary's empty, I swap to the SMG for a second and a half, 2 seconds. I get a damage buff and I'm able to secure the kill. Because honestly, how long it lasts makes it where it lasts longer than kill clip, if I'm not mistaken. And it procs off of everything. I mean, I can proc it off of a grenade kill, a super kill. Things that make it where it's more dependent on getting it to proc. At least with kill clip, I have to get a kill, and then I have to reload the gun. There's a delay there. Make it where Recluse has some kind of delay that I don't swap to this gun, already knowing it's going to be buffed.
I could see that. That would work. I like that suggestion a lot.
Just make it. I mean, it's a hot swap. Make it like a hot swap thing. That's why I think, and it would encourage more skilled play with it. I want a challenge. That's why I don't use the colony. I'm gonna ride that for a while, man. I'm sorry.
I like it. It was easy. It was the worst part for me was the medals. It took me a little bit to get it, but
I believe you. You can rag on me. I am riding out bottom tree striker until we get hit, until they gut my boy. No, honestly, in all honesty, this is probably going to be the best fix for it. The shoulder charge from the super is not going to grant super energy. It's actually going to cost slightly more. They still want to make it where that's its maneuverability. And that's the way it was. It's used to chase down supers. The super energy will be coming from the overhead smash. So the right trigger on Xbox or R2 on PlayStation. Hell if I know on PC because I play with controller on PC. I am sorry. But I feel like it's the best thing. It's still, I want to say that the overhead is still going to proc health regen. But it's going to be, since it's going to proc health regen, for people that don't play Titan, don't worry, because when you do that animation, you do end up having a few frames where you can't really move. You can't do anything. And that's when you peg the guy and shoot them down. But, hey, what can we do? It's honestly not going to be that bad of a thing, especially if you've gotten used to playing. If you already start playing like that, the right bumper attack is not going to be your bread and butter. You're going to be fine. It doesn't take that much to get used to. Played a few Iron Banner rounds with it. You still can secure 4 to 5 kills with the smash. You have to think about it though. It's not this. I'm just gonna spam the bumper for days and I'm gonna nail somebody. It's not gonna work that way. You do have to think about it, but it is still gonna make it a viable super. PvE wise, not as good, but still good. I don't know. PvE wise, it depends on how much that it's honestly going to detract from that RB attack. But we're a PvP podcast. Who cares about PvE?
Yeah, I'm happy. Goodbye, bottom tree.
That's all he asked for.
I'm happy. So yeah, regeneration on kills no longer procs on super kills either.
It says on all super kills or on just...
It says, so this is the paragraph above says, additionally for strikers, we're increasing the cost of light attack to make dashing across the map a little less forgiving. We still want this to be used as a way for people to run down or dodge and be shifty, but this change should make it costly enough as to be prohibitive as a form of long distance travel. Finally, regeneration will no longer proc on melee kills while in super.
That's the RB attack.
Paragraph. But underneath in the bullet points it says regeneration on kill no longer procs on super kills. So
I bet the second one's a typo that they meant to put. Yeah. The bullet points were supposed to shorten everything. So because the other bullet points are all stuff that they talked about in the top paragraph, right? It's been a while since I read it. I read this the day it came out, and then I
just popped it open while we were talking. Again, just to kind of refresh my memory, the changes to the Dawn Blade as well.
That's gonna be nice because that's been one of my complaints that I feel like Warlocks. This is the way I feel like it happens. Titans and Hunters usually have something so big and so wrong that it pisses off enough people that the Warlocks that have something wrong just kind of skate by for a while. Because Dawnblade lasts forever. Like, a guy can pop Dawnblade, his kid is born, grows up and goes to college, and when he finishes paying off that student loan debt, then the Dawnblade ends. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. I'm just saying.
That's how I feel about Striker Titans.
Oh, the kids in high school when we stop, it ain't that bad.
No. You live like a whole full life where like you're like.
Are you saying that when my Titan Super ends, I am now eligible for Medicare? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
You heard that, Titans. When you're out of your super, you are now a senior citizen.
Hey, give me that discount though.
An early bird special though.
Hey, if that's the case, then we're past my bedtime, dude.
They're fixing Shattering Strike for Hunters as well.
What was wrong with that one again?
So fix the bug in which Shattering Strike activation window was reduced to 3 seconds, along with True Sight. Shattering Strike now lasts the proper 9 seconds once again.
Okay. Oh, that was the thing that was broken from when they nerfed it.
Implemented.
Yes. I remember now. Okay.
Shoulder charges. They're fixing a bug with that as well.
Oh, the 1-2 punch. Have you seen what that thing can do?
I have not, but I haven't really. I either haven't noticed it as like I'm getting.
You see it more in PvE. What can happen because of the way shoulder charge works, which they had to make it work that way for the Tempest Strike Hunter, or the slide melee that you all do with the pole.
Military, yep.
The way they had to change the game so that is viable, they had to do something similar to the Titan, and it made it where when you do the shoulder charge and you can you have a split second where you're able to shoot a shotgun. It's enough time to shoot the shotgun. So what guys were doing, they would throw on a shotgun with 1-2 punch, and then have Peregrine Greaves on. And you know those barrier ogres and whatnot in the Crota's Daughter Strike?
Yes.
Those things were a pain in the ass during the Nightfall, right? At the hardest difficulty, you could one-shot them with your Peregrine Greaved shoulder charge and 1-2 punch. You just had to get the timing down, and those guys were cakewalk. And you got to deliver a flying knee to Crota's daughter to end her reign of terror.
I saw that.
It was great. I actually saw it when it was discovered, I want to say Aztec Cross was the guy that found it. That or he made it popular. He was streaming and he was running that Nightfall. It's him, another Titan, and a hunter, and they gave that hunter so much shit. Because I mean, the strategy was good, but if the hunter did not have the invisible nade to make them invisible, they couldn't hit that ogre. So they were just giving the hunter crap the whole time. You're not running the right setup. The whole plan will fail without you. It was great. So there's that. That was it for nerfs and fixes, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's just some of the other things for the upcoming patch, but we can talk about that.
We'll hit that one next episode.
Yeah, when it hits.
Iron Banner came this time, but before we get into it, we got to show off our clip of the week. Y'all in Discord have submitted clips for this week. We took a look at them, picked our favorite, and here it is.
Both teams out of reserve. End this. 2 for 1. 3 opponents down. Was that all of them? That was all of them!
There you have it, folks. That was our clip of the week submitted by y'all on Discord. If y'all want to have your clip chance to be shown, please submit it to the Discord. Links are most beneficial to us. If you have to email it, you can, but we really prefer the links. It makes it a lot more easier on us. And we really appreciate it. Iron Banner. Holy crap.
Yeah.
First Iron Banner. How did those enhanced mods come? Did you get anything you were looking for?
I think I got enhanced fusion rifle loaders, potentially.
I would have
dexterity, like something like that. I think that was the only one that I was like, oh, this is cool.
I got enhanced shotgun and enhanced ashes to assets. So, I want my enhanced sniper, or my enhanced unflinching sniper. Sadness.
Let me see what else I got here.
I don't even have regular unflinching sniper. Like, I would take that.
Oh, I got enhanced impact induction as well.
Alright.
I did get enhanced shotgun loader.
I got a shotgun dex. I didn't get anything. I saw people were getting a lot of stuff, and then throughout the week, I kind of heard that it stopped. I'm wondering if when they patched Telesto, they also stealth patched Saladin, because he's being stingy now, and he wasn't earlier.
Give me my stuff.
I know. I've dropped 600 tokens on this dude. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, I got some good armor rolls. I got stuff with, like, 57. I think I even got a piece of armor drop with 59 stats.
Yeah, I've gotten some...
They're really high stat rolls. I'm happy with the stat-wise, but...
I had ones with 55. This one's probably around 58.
I think 60 is the cap. I think the highest is 60 stats spread. But I don't know. I was going into Banner thinking I am going to just rain down and get these enhanced mods, and then I got nothing. Enhanced Ashes Assets is nice. I'm not going to complain. It's a good utility, PvE wise. I don't know. It's just I would like to see a freaking Iron Banner pinnacle weapon. That would be amazing.
That would be cool. I was hoping that, like, so I did the quest, and, like, I was going through it, and I was like, okay, there's nothing online that says what the reward is.
The reward is you get to turn in tokens.
I was just like, what do you mean?
It was just odd to see that. Like, I understand why they did it that way, because people did what I did last season. I finished the quest on one character, but I turned in all my other tokens to get only weapons on the second character. I didn't want armor for those. I wanted my weapons. They're forcing you to enhance your loot pool. Which is okay. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's just make it worth my while.
I was disappointed.
Make it where each time I completed one of those things, I got an enhanced mod, a random enhanced mod. I'd be down. Make it where I get an enhanced mod for completing those quests. Give me my pinnacle. Give me an enhanced mod. Hey. On the subject of changing things, I had an idea for some of the pinnacle changes. We're backtracking a little bit. Our complaint with the pinnacle weapons or ritual weapons that they don't stand out.
Yeah,
they're like the Gambit one. I can't even remember what it did.
Neither can I. I will say just before we get into it, the Randy's throwing knife isn't as bad as I thought it would be.
I've seen it, and I heard that it was good, and I'm on my way to getting it with the scout rifle.
Yeah, I've heard I've seen it in action in comp. I think it's definitely viable because it's one of the faster rate of fire scout rifles. Yeah. If it was slower, garbage, absolute garbage. But
I like my slow firing ones. I like to 3-tap the head from afar.
I think it just synergizes well with the way it's set up.
Good
overall, but
the idea I had, for anybody out there that's played Elder Scrolls Online, they have a PvP system where you pick based off of who you picked up, what class you picked on the story, you got put onto a team, and you would pick your campaign, whether it's 7-day, 14-day, or 30-day, and you did things to get points, whether it's kill enemy players, capture keeps, yada yada yada. What you did, your rewards at the end of the campaign were based off of your rank of how many points you got. What if Bungie did something like that with comp? And here's why I think it would be awesome. You have this gun, so for the example of this season, we take Randy's throwing knife. If you make it to Brave in comp, and you stay at Brave, you get a certain roll of the gun. It's an okay roll. It's nothing crazy. The gun's got good stats anyway, but it's nothing to write home to mom about. You get to Fabled. You get that better roll. Like, it's not the god PvP roll, but it's better. It's got the right kind of masterwork, whatever. You get to Legend. You get the Outlaw Kill Clip Randy's throwing knife that's super fast. Got the ranged masterwork, fluted barrel, accurized rounds. Got everything that you could want in a PvP scout rifle as the god roll at Legendary. And the reason why this is awesome, and I think Bungie would benefit the most from doing it, would be the fact that by having this tree to depend on your rank, people are going to want a certain role, and they're not going to get to that level and then stop playing comp. Because comp points do decay after a while. You start losing them if you don't play comp. And this makes it where you keep having to come back and play some comp to keep the level that you want. What's your take, Fates? Am I a nut, or is that actually a good idea?
I like the idea. Simply because it keeps the comp pool from just being the uber competitive guys who, want to thirst each other all the time. It kind of keeps people, the player pool a bit fresh. The only criticism that I could see people having, potentially, at least from, thinking about it, would be it adds more. So like people liked grind, so I'm gonna kind of backtrack completely. So Destiny 2 when it came out there wasn't much grind. You could hit max light, for example, without even touching the raid, which was Destiny 1. That was how you got to where you needed to be. That and Iron Banner,
right.
In Trials, but so. There was just no grind. So then Warmind came out, and Bungie was like, you guys want grind? Well, here's a shit ton. And it was just, I don't know, it was like they took the grind meter and just like cranked the knob off, and it was annoying. It's the only thing I could see potentially people having an issue with, is it just adds another thing to kind of keep up with. And maybe potentially, I feel like gamers in general have, and it doesn't matter whether it's Destiny or something else, we are always like, oh, we gotta do this, we gotta keep up with this. It's another game I have or play has this problem. They have daily challenges that you can complete for XP and stuff, and it's a good sizable amount of XP. So you want it's them, wanting, making you want to finish it or do it or keep up with it. So, and it's just, you've got that, you've got a whole bunch of other things, and by the time you're done with it, you've already burned an hour of whatever playtime you had for the day or whatever. Because some people are dads and all that kind of stuff, or they have limited playtime because of work and etc. I guess it would depend on. I don't know. I mean, I could see it being a criticism. I mean, not saying it's my criticism.
Yeah.
But I could see people on, like, say, Reddit, being like, "Hey,
do we even really want to go there with Destiny Reddit?" Like,
I'm sorry,
honestly, Destiny Reddit's like the most angry place in the world. Like, in The Lion King, when Simba's dad is showing him the world, he says, "What's that dark spot over there? We don't go there." That is the Destiny subreddit. You don't go there.
I like it though. I like Reddit. Reddit's a fun place.
I'm glad you could handle that salty cesspool.
I'm just a salty person from dealing with all of you titans in PvP.
Ooh. Oh, my heart.
I mean, I could see that being someone's criticism.
I agree. I could see the problem with it. I have a counter argument to it already. That mechanic's already in game. If you play, I think it's like 3 or 4 rounds of comp each week, and you don't quit, that preserves your points. And Shaxx is even so generous as to say, "You good person, you played comp. Here's some extra points." He gives you like 50 points for for playing your 4 matches each week.
Here's your participation trophy.
Exactly. Like, Shaq's a good guy. Like, how can you not just want to give the dude a hug? Like, dude, homie. So, the mechanic's already there in game. It's not like they're changing something that's not already there. If you honestly cared about rank, you would be doing this anyway. It's just now there's a reason to, because now I'm not going to get the gun I want if I'm not at that rank. So what? And it solves the problem of people complaining about the pinnacle weapons not being worth it. The same thing with you could do this with Gambit. You could do this with strikes. It would make me actually want to do strikes, because if I want the good gun, I'd better not wait till the end of the season to do them.
So here's my question then. So currently, the way that those are pinnacle quests and
they can continue on.
Yeah. So are you saying that the quest shouldn't continue on, or
I'm saying that they should, but make it where if there's a certain role that people want, they have to work on it that season.
So, like, out of season, you just get like a standard-ish.
Yes, that's not horrible. It's the participation trophy one.
Like say for example, it'd be like the Fable role or whatever.
Yeah, like something that's in the middle. Nothing crappy, but nothing god tier.
I like that. I could work.
I feel like that would be a good fix. Bungie, sign us up. We got you.
Yeah, give us I want the corner office.
The corner office, dude. Now you're asking for too much. That's reserved for Titans. Why?
You guys need windows for.
We need the shoulder space.
Just punch the windows out. Maybe fall out.
Alrighty. Back to Banner. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I'm really curious about that stealth patch. Who knows? Hacking. I saw a bit of it in Banner this week. I honestly don't know whether Bungie moving from Battle.net to Steam was that great of an idea. I mean, as far as like business model, great idea. But Steam, I feel like, has less anti-cheating measures than Battle.net. And you're starting to see them come out of the woodwork. There's clips online of there's literally one of a hunter. The match starts, the team spawns in, and all of a sudden the enemy hunter is in front of the guy, double melees him, he dies, and you can see you know how when an enemy kills you, he's highlighted in red, right? You literally see this guy teleporting around the map to where his teammates are spawning, and he's meleeing. I don't know how you teleport like that. I mean, I've heard of like aimbot hacks, I've heard of movement hacks, but this is a whole nother level. He is teleporting to where the enemy players are spawning.
That's crazy. I saw what you were talking about. That's
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I blows my mind.
Yeah, I hope if it's, if Steam is the issue, I'm hoping Bungie, is at least able to kind of, I don't know, ban it as the issues kind of crop up.
Well, to take it even a step further, there was another clip where there's the guy that was committing the hacks. His name was in Chinese symbols, QQ, and some numbers. Turns out the Chinese symbols actually spelled "I sell hacks," and QQ is a Chinese text messaging app, and the numbers were his contact info. So he literally made his Steam name an advertisement that, hey, buy hacks from me. Look what I can do. Kind of the thing. And it's just like, yeah, I mean, Bungie is all about that ban train, but it takes a little while for it to leave the station.
Unfortunately, there are always going to be, those guys. I just hope maybe they find a way to kind of deal with it a bit better. But I mean, realistically, there's always going to be dudes cheating. I mean, even Fortnite, which is huge, obviously has that issue. I've seen videos of people in that game, not to get off topic, but literally just like hip firing across the map and just demolishing people.
You bring up another game, you have to put $1 in the Fortnite jar.
If only I had $1.
I know that feeling. Everything's going to cardboard boxes at this point.
You heard it. Invest in cardboard boxes, guys.
I am like...
Tipper will buy them.
No joke. To get off topic again, I don't like moving. Like, I hate packing everything up. I hate the drive. I hate moving. Our last move was from one apartment across town to where we are now. It wasn't terrible. My wife will say it was because I was working and she had to pack most of the stuff. This one, I am helping. I've just been out of commission because I'm sick. I literally got sent home from work last week. I tried. But we're like, it's just, I'm not a fan of packing. And there's boxes everywhere, and the house looks like it went imploded. But anywho, if you have boxes, send them to me.
If you've ever dreamed about owning a box company, now is the time to start one.
Exactly. So, we got Iron Banner, we got comp, we talked about the weapons. I want to go over a tip. We try and give y'all a little tip to end on each week. This week, we thought about talking about how not to get tilted and what that means to us. I know when a lot of people talk, when someone gets tilted, they're angry, they're frustrated, things didn't go their way. They don't really talk about the flip side of it, because when you talk about something being tilted, it's off center. And when you play PvP, it's all about finding that happy place, that zen moment, and you're balanced. You know what's going on around you. You're able to think things through. When you get tilted, whether it's one way, being angry, you get frustrated, you get that tunnel vision. That little hunter just teabagged you after sniping you, and now you want to go wreck his head. Or you get cocky, like I just wrecked the entire team with my shoulder charge. Haha. You lose
how
your.
you laugh after it happens?
What if I is?
Aha!
I got you.
That would be great.
Oh,
Anyway,
exactly. Like you want to keep it cool. Like if something happens, like at least with me, this is the way that I literally do it. Like you'll see me if you ever tune into my any times I've streamed or you watch me while I'm playing. You'll see me do like if I hit a good clip. I usually am already recording at the time, and I stop it or I keep it going. But you see my face; it doesn't change because I know that's a good clip, but I don't want to get out of my zone that made that clip possible. When I got, for an example of just getting wrecked by the hunter, I just got wrecked by that hunter. But I know that if I get out of the zone that I'm in, it's going to go even worse. I need to get back to center. What do you do to say Zen, Fates?
I get angry. No, I do. I get tilted.
I mean, everybody does at some point.
I try and take it match by match. If I'm honest, it's just I try and calm myself down, or keep the there's a clip I think I have where Canadian Chad has where he hits this ridiculous snipe and he gets so hype. I'm like, no, let's go. We got to get to heavy. Stay focused.
Oh, I think I've seen that. You're like, hey, come on.
He's like, what do you mean I fucking hit those? Blah, blah. I'm like, no, let's go. We got to get heavy because heavy is just so important, But
exactly.
It was just, we got to stay focused. We got to keep on task, We're like one kill up. We need to keep going. We keep the momentum.
Exactly. When you gotta, even when the bad happens, acknowledge it happened, push it to the side. When the good happens, acknowledge it, push it to the side. Stay with what's in front of you and what the objective is. If heavy's up, push it. If you're the last man standing, watch the map. Things like that. I mean, the perfect example. I had submitted a clip to the Discord a while back. I was the last man standing. All three of the enemy players were up, and they actually had a spare life. So really, I'm having 4 guys to deal with, and a Spectral Blade just popped. We're on. It's not Burning Shrine. It's the other Osiris map.
I know what you're talking about.
The one where heavy spawns on either inside where the tunnels are on that little rock, or outside in the curve. Anywho. That map. I run around from where the tunnels are. I'm almost where heavy is, and instead of keeping running, I jump up because I know that in 2 seconds or a split second, I have my super, and I know the Spectral Blades is chasing me because I see the purple around on the screen. As soon as I know that he's underneath me, I pop super. Boom, Spectral Blades is gone. I then start chasing after one guy because the other two split. One went one way, one went the other. The hunter is running away. I was like, okay, I'm not going to get him. I come back to the warlock because he's floating, and warlocks are slow. I get him. I knee him in the air. I come back for the hunter. I get the second hunter that was alive. The first hunter by now has spawned, and he's shooting me. I've already been shot. I dodge behind a rock for a second. I come from behind the rock, and I get the fourth kill. I would not have been able to do that if I hadn't been focused on what was going on around me. When my teammate died, I could have been stuck in the moment saying, "This is it. I'm the last man standing, and I have 4 guys to deal with. I don't have a chance." Or you could say, take it a step at a time and go step by step. What do you need to do? Super's first threat, second threat, third threat. Just go from there and take it step by step, and you'll be able to get through it. Just like a math problem.
Not only that, but I would say if you are, getting tilted, because this is what I do, at least if I'm getting upset, for whatever reason, whatever happened, maybe a Titan with a one-eyed mask comes up and, ruins my day.
You would be proud to know that I have not used an exotic since Shadowkeep launched.
I use my Dragon Shadow almost exclusively, but
all legendary armor, all legendary weapons, and I still can wreck.
I try and make a joke out of it, try and make myself laugh, make a kind of, change the mood if I'm getting tilted to kind of bring myself back to the composure I need to.
I was about to say that almost sounds like a
keep the
pendulum.
match.
Like when you get angry, you make the laugh, it swings back to center.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good way of putting it.
I mean, I'm not. This is not to say, guys, that you shouldn't get excited if, like,
Of course.
you're absolutely destroying the other team. But just keep in mind,
It's
the
like
goal.
what we said,
I mean,
though. It's like it's a time and place for it. At lower level comp, you can get away with that. No big deal. You try doing that in the high level comp, which is where we all are trying to aspire to be. I mean, people that have played with us, we know we're not God tier. We know we're not the best. But that's where we created this podcast to talk Destiny PvP and to get there. It's all about getting better, not coming here and just showing off who's the best. It's all about getting a better and being a better player and making those best. Ooh. There's going to end up being a PC showdown us playing on controller, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I already laid the gauntlet for you, sir. I'm just waiting.
Look what came in the other day. I got my Elite back.
Ooh, okay.
I didn't even tell you what happened. Microsoft is amazing, by the way. They're really awesome, especially if you're not a dick. My controller was out of warranty. It had already been repaired once because the RB bumper breaks on these controllers. It's a known issue. They fix it. No big deal. Well, this one, my left analog stick had really bad stick drift. Like, I let this thing go, and I am booking it. So, I called them. I said, hey, I know it's out of warranty, but this is a known issue because, again, it's a known issue with Elite controllers. He said, it's out of warranty, but let me see what I can do. Puts me on hold for 5 minutes. Comes back. We can fix it. You just have to ship it to us. I'm starting the ticket. Here's your numbers. You have to ship it, though. I can't give you a label. Okay, cool. I ship this thing in. It comes back in a huge box with a smaller box inside. I open the smaller box, and it's bubble wrapped, but it had all of the paddles and thumbsticks and everything. When I shipped it, it doesn't. They tell you to leave everything behind. They shipped me a brand new remote. They did not fix my remote and ship it back to me. They shipped me a brand new one with all the thumbsticks and paddles and everything. So, hats off to Microsoft for amazing customer service. Take that, Sony.
I can share a customer service story if that's where we're going.
We've covered our PvP stuff. Now it's just get to know your host time.
Share the free stuff we got. So I
saw this on the Discord.
Yeah, I built my PC probably almost a year ago. I think Black Friday was when I got my official graphics card in because I had bought a cheap one for like $60 or something like that, just to get it running. But so I was like, all right, you know what? It's time to upgrade some RAM because I upgraded my CPU on Amazon Prime Day. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna upgrade the RAM because I want to be able to play PC games and record and potentially stream. So I find a set of 32 gigabyte RAM, and it's 32 gigs, 3200. Oh God. But anyway, RGB, real nice stuff. So I also needed to get, I got that, and I needed a new cord here for my Astros because my old one, the tip that plugs into my controller, the 3.5 jack, snapped off. Yeah, I had to like dig it out of my Elgato chat link, and my Elgato chat link was going, so I needed a new one of those. So I ordered all three of these things at once.
Wow.
It was supposed to be here last Monday. Was not because they shipped it to the wrong facility. So I'm like, okay, so this will be like 2 days late, no problem, or a day late. So I contact customer service on Tuesday. I'm like, yeah, my package is late. It was supposed to be here Monday. Is there anything you do, like free Prime or something? Prime's not cheap. I mean, it's not super expensive, but still.
Hey, freebies.
Yeah. Basically, the person was of no help. They told me the same They basically read to me what was on the tracking page. They're just like, "Oh yeah, it got shipped the wrong facility. It could be there. It could be there today." I'm like, "It's like 6 o'clock. It's not coming today through the mail. Like, who's your post office person? The mail doesn't come here around like 6 o'clock. It comes at like 3, at latest." But anyway, so I'm just waiting for it. Chilling, waiting. So Friday morning, I'm like, okay, it's still not here. Where is it? Like, you would need to do something. I was like, I need this for, I make money this way. I need it. I need you to get me my package or something. They're like, so the person's like, all right, hang on. Let me see what I can do. 5 minutes goes by. I'm like, okay, this person's not coming back. Person comes back. They're like, oh, we can refund you. I was like, oh, okay, so you're going to refund me. I spent like $60 of it came off an Amazon gift card. So they refunded the gift card. They refunded my credit card. And I was like, they didn't say anything about it not coming. So I wait, and guess what showed up Saturday? Near $200 RAM into the 2 cords I needed for free. So hats off to you, Amazon, for letting me keep my my package.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
impressive. I thought I had a good deal, but never mind. Anywho, there's our get to know your host. That we're cheapskates and we like free stuff, but who doesn't? That's going to be it for us here at 7th Column Radio. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. If you want to catch more of us at 7th Column, you can hit us up in the Discord link down below. Join, send invites to your friends, show off your clips, hang out with an awesome PvP community. Shout out to Drunk Guardian for inviting all of his friends and joining us this week. We are happy to have y'all. Thank you for your clip submissions. If y'all want to catch us individually, you can find me at twitch.tv/Timbercat. I stream almost nightly. And you can catch me on Twitter at Timbercat as well. Fates, where can they find you at, brother?
I am also on Twitch. It is Fates_Pyro pretty much everywhere. Twitch, social, Twitter, Instagram, pretty much everywhere.
All the places.
Yeah, everywhere. Anywhere I can be, I'm there.
Such a damn hunter. Anywho, that's going to be it for us. We hope to catch y'all in the next one, and we will see y'all later.